Hello and welcome to Fabulous Momentum, Fabulous Networking's newsletter for the 8th of March 2026. I'm Glinda Shawley. How far have you really come? I've had a great week full of learning and connections. The highlight has been the progress of two women I worked with when they started their businesses 14 and 17 years ago. Both women had enjoyed success at work before taking a maternity break to have their sons. They were both skilled and talented, but what they lacked was self-confidence. Erin Thomas Wong co-ran a business supporting other mums in business. Yet whenever there was any type of public speaking to do, she pushed her business partner to the fore. Now she is an international speaker, a regular guest on podcasts, and hosts her own annual Sellout conference to women in business. Zoe Angle is a talented stained glass artist with some prodigious projects to her name. But when it came to starting up her own business, she was racked with self-doubt. 17 years later, and Zoe's order book is regularly bulging at the seams, and she is bringing other artists in to help her complete her work. Both women have come a long way, but they've not done it alone or without stepping outside their comfort zones. They have shown a willingness to learn and to teach, which is one of the best ways of learning. They have built great connections, often with people who may be a step further ahead. And they have said yes to opportunities and then thought, OMG, how am I going to do this? I've heard both of them speak and share their knowledge this week, and they are truly experts in their fields. As it's International Women's Day today, I want to celebrate their successes. Well done, Zoe and Erin. But I also want to ask you to reflect on how far you have come. Our introduction rounds this month have already revealed some interesting stories. Finding our stories has given us the opportunity to consider how far we've come and what we have learned along the way. We don't always appreciate just how far we've come. We forget that what we find easy today was really scary just a few years ago. So today, I'd like you to take a moment to think about where you are now in comparison with where you used to be. You may have made great progress in your business. You may be appearing on platforms you'd have shied away from a few years ago. Or you may be doing something you really love rather than a job that drains you. The key is what matters to you. We should each have our own definition of success, and that should be the only criteria we judge against. That definition will change frequently, so keep it under review, and don't forget to share your successes with us, because success loves company. In the diary this week, on Monday we have Biz Chat. On Tuesday it's Fleet in person. Wednesday it's Fleet in person. Thursday it's Felicity's online meeting, and that's it for this week. Our Spark idea. Each week I share a question or an idea which I hope to spark some action or fresh thinking. This week it's one of my takeaways from Momentum Day. Follow what matters, not what shines. We can all be distracted by bright, shiny objects or ideas, but they might not make the biggest difference to us or our businesses. What matters? What will move you forward? I felt the full benefits of community and connection this week by attending BizChat, our Basingstoke and Ealing meetings, and Erin's Momentum Day in Bournemouth. The guided networking got great feedback. This week, I need to spend some time at my desk doing what matters. When I've done that, I can create space to implement all the ideas that have inspired me this week. I will be at BizChat and Felicity's online meetings because without the connection and conversation, my week will be dull and lonely. If your week is in danger of being dull and lonely, take a look at the events at the bottom of the page and book any that take your fancy. Have a good week. Our food for thought article this week is owning your expertise. Do your ideal clients see you as the expert they are looking for? If not, why not? Are you consistently sharing your expertise where your ideal clients or their advisors are hanging out? Would you show up when your dream prospect is searching for an answer? Or are you staying in your comfort zone? Think like your client. Imagine your computer suddenly freezes mid-task. Control-Alt-Delete doesn't fix it. Neither does switching it off and on again. What do? Maybe you know an expert and you ring them. If you don't, you'll probably get your phone out and Google or YouTube for an answer. Or maybe you'll ask your favorite AI. You'll probably find some potential answers posted by experts. Now you know who to go to for the fix. Your client is the same. When they dive online to find an answer, will they find an advice video or an article from you? If not, it's time for some action. Our member in the spotlight this week is Charlotte Hay from Vivid Copy. Congratulations to Charlotte, who is celebrating 12 years of running her own copywriting business this month. Charlotte generously supplied attendees at Basingstoke this week with homemade chocolate muffins to celebrate. They were yummy. Charlotte offers a range of copywriting services, from complete done for you to proofreading and editing to sharpen your own copy. She writes complete websites, blogs, case studies, and other marketing content. There's a link to check out what her services are in the print newsletter. This month's introduction round, as you know, we vary our introductions every month. In March, we're asking you to tell us one thing we don't know about you or your business. You might like to give it some thought now. I've shared some ideas in an article which is linked to in the paper newsletter. We've already heard some fascinating stories this week. There are more adrenaline junkies than I expected. 2 members were even heard plotting to do a wing walk. I won't be joining them. We might also be able to put a fabulous networking supergroup together at some point in the future. And our quote for the week this week is to learn wonder, to achieve focus. And that's from James Clear. So that's me signing out for this week. I'll see you again next week. Thanks for listening.